Time to check in with Graham again at the Caravan Camping, Holiday and Touring Show.
How you going, Graham?
Very good. Now, so we're here today with Randall and the Oz Pig. Now, Randall, just tell us a bit about what is the Oz Pig?
I can do that, Graham. The Oz Pig is a barbecue, it's a heater, it's a cooker. As you can see here at the moment, it's doing a few things all at the same time. It comes with a spark arrestor, a 3-piece chimney, comes with 2 barbecue plates, the body. On the top here I've got a little toaster, that's an accessory that comes with the Oz Pig. I use that to cover the firebox. As you can see, we can use it as an open fire, we can use it as an enclosed fire. This morning on the Oz Pig here I cooked our breakfast on the barbecue plate. Now that plate does rotate around over the top there, it is removable with the lifting tool. So it'll rotate around over the top here and do the barbecuing. Once the barbecue's done, back off to the side. I percolated the coffee this morning on top of the toaster. That got the coffee going for me. Once it's done, out here, and that plate is extremely hot sitting on that side. Over on the other side here, as you can see, we're doing our dinner for tonight. So my wife put this lovely recipe together, it's apricot chicken. We started it off up here this morning and we started cooking this just after breakfast this morning. As you can see in there,
Oh, it's actually
lovely slow cooking apricot chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing pretend about that. That's going to
wonderful.
cook on here for around about, probably be 7 or 8 hours. That'll slow cook on there for us today.
What sort of fuel do you use in this? Just general bush wood?
I'm using timber, good hard wood. What I've got in the bucket over here, this is the type of timber that I'm using. It's a bit of good iron bark, cut and split.
Iron bark.
Yeah, iron bark.
So when you're out camping caravan, you can use bushwood, you can use whatever.
Yeah. If you go to an area where you're not allowed to use timber, you can revert to heat beads.
Okay, so utensils, you've got a lot of little, is that a wok or a pan wok?
That's a wok.
A wok.
That one there, I use that for doing our stir fries. I use it for shallow frying the fish and chips.
Excellent.
And I also use it to turn our little barbecue plate there into a miniature oven. So I can cook pizzas.
That's amazing, good idea.
Great little idea for
That's
the
a good
pizzas.
idea. Now, is that
the wok is a great little utensil.
Is that a cast fry pan? What is that?
The cast iron fry pan, we don't have those available. It's just something
it's
that
just
you can
a
use. Cast iron fry pan. Also,
What is that?
you can see your jaffle iron.
Chaffles?
Jaffles are great. Good for the leftovers.
That is excellent, Randall. I love it, and thanks very much. Have a good show.
Thank you,
And we'll see you next time.
Travelling through Yeppoon another 15 minutes, it's well worth a stop at the Wildlife Sanctuary.
Well, I don't know if we're going to meet the whole 350 of them, but there's a lot of animals here for you to meet. And it's called the Kubri Park Wildlife Sanctuary. They do a lot of marvellous work here. We're going to meet our guide, Francis, who's going to tell us about what they do. And you should put it on your to-do list. There's something special, I believe.
Grab a bag of bird feed to take on the walk around this peaceful sanctuary. Although, be prepared, you will make a lot of friends in a short amount of time.
Wow, I thought this was a rock for a minute,
They're pretty cool,
Francis.
eh? Most people think they are pretend. They are a couple of the injured animals that are brought into Kubri. They're called tawny frogmouths. They're not an owl. People think they're an owl, but if you have a look at their mouth, they have this very large yellow mouth. They catch food using their beak, so they don't have talons. And they're meat eaters, so in the wild they'll catch insects, rats and mice, and eat off, the old carrion on the road.
Well, very well camouflaged.
Very, yes. That's their main aim, is to sit in a tree and just look like a tree branch.
I never saw it, I can tell you.
They're pretty cool, eh?
It's pretty good. Wow, look at this little one here.
Isn't he cute?
Secluded. What's his story?
His name is Brady. Now, Brady was born in the wild. He was found wandering too young, basically, and taken to Australian Wildlife Hospital, where they discovered he's got microphthalmia, so his eyes didn't actually form, and they're putting that down to inbreeding. So due to that, he can't be released back to the wild because he'd get into strife, but he lives here happily. So because he was born blind, he doesn't know any different. He roams around, climbs up his tree, and
This
he's
is
a
his
happy
own
fellow.
little enclosure here.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic.
The folks at Kubri have successfully bred many endangered native animals, including koalas, cassowaries and marsupials, and have more than 350 animals, including dingoes, emus, wombats, and a large variety of native birds.
This is going to be our new saltwater crocodile enclosure.
Crocodiles.
Yes.
As well as.
Yep, he's 2 years old. He's 7 years old at the moment, and he's about 2 meters. So this needs to get dug out, and we're just going to chase some sponsorship to help build this area as well. Yeah, it's a great spot for him. Lots of sunshine in the day.
This is Dundee. Having a bit of a snooze. I don't want to upset him. But he's the guy that's going in. The big new pond. Yeah. No extra rent, they tell me. Same price.
No doubt you would get a lot of international tourists.
We do get a lot of international tourists, a lot of European tourists, and they all want to come to Australia just to see our native wildlife. So first thing on their list is a koala, then a kangaroo. How amazing is that?
But of course, once you come here to Kubri Park, there's
You
so
can
many
see
other
all
choices.
of it, pretty much.
Yeah. Children must love it here.
They do. Children love hand feeding our kangaroos.
Here we go.
Oh, they're coming. And we're one of the very few places that you can hand feed.
Oh, go somewhere else.
Thank you for that. You can hand feed our kangaroos and they just roam around freely with you.
Well, Frances, considering all the work that you do, all the animals that you save that are brought in by people,
Yes.
that you literally save their lives.
We
put them back out
we
into
try
the
our
wild,
best.
You know, the sponsorships are one thing, but you also do get some terrific help from locals around the area with food for the animals.
We do. A lot of our fruit is donated by local supermarkets and local butchers. You know, the dingo food, the crocodile food, they're all donated. So without them, we would really struggle to feed our animals.
So really, you count on visitors,
We do.
be they local, Australian, international,
Yes,
whatever.
every
and
single
the small
person.
amount that is paid to come through the gate,
Keeps us going.
that's what keeps you going. in
It
the whole
does,
bit. And you get
yes.
no government subsidies
We get
at all.
no government funding whatsoever. So we really rely on our gate entrance fees and donations from the public.
Well, I'm sure our viewers would love to help you out. Now, this looks fit for a king. Who would this go to?
It does. Now the little ones at the top, these are for the sugar gliders, and then we've got our bettong food and some of the food down here, that's for our eclectus parrot. So as you can see, our birds get very spoiled.
Kubri Park is the only wildlife sanctuary in central Queensland that takes care of sick, injured and orphaned wildlife. And you can help out by sponsoring an animal.
People can sponsor our animals individually, they can sponsor the whole family, and they can sponsor their enclosure, existing enclosure and also brand new ones to be built, so they can help us in many ways.
Well, that's a nice way to spend a little bit of money.
It
If
is.
viewers have got it to spare. I mean,
Yes.
all sorts of animals.
All sorts of animals, from the dingoes, the koalas, the cassowary chicks, any birds, whatever is your favorite, even snakes and lizards you can sponsor. So whatever you enjoy the most, you can help them out in any way.
And of course, what it does for Kubri Park is keeps you going and helps to be able to do what you love to do here.
It does. We take care of many sick, injured and orphaned wildlife. So all the funds received from the public and also our admission fee helps us look after our Australian wildlife.
Well, you know, Frances, I might just do something with Gaylord.
Well, he is a very special bird and hasn't been sponsored yet, so there you go.
All right.
Yeppoon is a sunny coastal town approximately 40 kilometres east of Rockhampton and 700 kilometres north of Brisbane. With a population of 13,500 people, it's easy to meet a friend in the street.
What a lovely little place to stop on the way. And I'm referring to Yeppoon, a lovely little shopping centre and a terrific foreshore. You can sit down, have some lunch, whatever, and look out to sea. You'll be able to see the beautiful Keppel Islands. Yeppoon, what we're stopping at.
After the break, I make my way to the friendly tea tree plantation at the base of the Byfield Range on the banks of the amazing Waterpark Creek. You won't want to miss this one. The top spot was brought to you by Aussie Traveller.